She screamed it like a dagger through the quiet night. "Don't touch me, Donald!" Her words didn't just hit my ears. They tore through my chest, ripping apart every memory I had ever cherished. I froze for a heartbeat, feeling the cold weight of rejection crush me. And then she threw me out. The door slammed behind me, echoing in the empty hallway, a sound that would haunt both of us. But I didn't yell, I didn't cry, I didn't run after her. I walked away silently, because what she didn't know was that her victory was an illusion. By dawn, everything she believed about our life, our love, our trust would implode, and she would face a truth so shattering that nothing could ever make her whole again. The streets were empty, wrapped in a fog of early winter chill, but my mind was ablaze with every betrayal she had ever inflicted. She had thought she was clever, hiding messages, smiles, meetings, and lies behind her charm, behind her words, behind the comfort I had foolishly trusted. I had known. I had seen. I had waited. Every whisper, every glance, every secret rendezvous had been captured, not just in memory, but in evidence too sharp to ignore. Photos she deleted, messages she thought I would never find, confessions she believed were safe, they were all ready. I had been patient, but her scream gave me the timing I had been waiting for. Tonight, silence was my weapon, and tomorrow, truth would be her undoing. I remembered the nights we laughed together, the mornings we woke wrapped in each other's arms, the promises she whispered while holding my hand. Each memory now felt poisoned, a cruel contrast to the deceit that had masked her true intentions. She had betrayed me not once, not twice, but countless times, and each act had been carefully hidden behind a veil of charm and innocence. And still, she had the audacity to reject me, to scream at me, to throw me out, as if I was the villain in her story. By morning, she would understand that her cruelty was the only thing that defined her now, and my silence had been the calm before a storm that would leave her completely exposed. Before leaving the apartment, I had placed something carefully on the kitchen counter, an envelope she would see first thing in the morning. To her, it would seem mundane, harmless, yet inside it contained everything. Proof of every lie, every betrayal, every secret she had hoped would never surface. I had captured images, saved conversations, and even hidden recordings that documented her treachery. Each piece was a knife poised above her carefully constructed life, and together, they formed a web she could not escape. She believed she had won by throwing me out. She believed she had destroyed me. But by the time she opened that envelope, she would realize the game had never been hers to win. I walked away. The night felt endless, the city unaware of the storm I had unleashed in that apartment. I could picture her, morning light creeping through the blinds, hair disheveled, heart racing, eyes narrowing as she reached for the envelope. The moment she touched it, the illusion of her perfect life would begin to crumble. Every betrayal she had hidden would reveal itself. Friends she had deceived, lies she had spun, the smile she had faked, all would crash down upon her. She would try to deny it, to rationalize it, to escape it, but there would be no escape. The secret I had carried for years, the truth she had thought impossible to find, would now rule over her. Her scream that night had not been just a rejection, it had been an invitation to justice, a signal that her hubris was at its peak. And in that rejection, I had found clarity. My heart still ached, yes, but it was tempered with the knowledge that the truth, once revealed, has a power that rage never could. I had loved her with everything I had, and she had tossed that love aside. By dawn, she would feel the weight of every deception, every betrayal, every lie, and her heart would break under the pressure. There would be no forgiveness, no pleading, no reconciliation. Only the raw, unfiltered realization that she had lost everything. Morning arrived slowly, sunlight slipping through the blinds like a quiet witness to what was about to unfold. She entered the kitchen, groggy, annoyed, unprepared for the tsunami of truth that awaited her. Her eyes fell on the envelope, and something in her chest shifted. Curiosity overcame denial. Hands trembling, she opened it, and the contents hit her like a tidal wave. Every lie she had told, every secret she had buried, every smile that had masked deceit, laid bare before her. Her knees buckled, breath catching, hands shaking, eyes filling with tears. The empire of illusion she had built with her charm and cruelty had collapsed, and in its ruins, she was utterly alone. She fell to the floor, clutching the evidence, realizing too late that I had never been defeated, that my silence had been deliberate, calculated, precise. All the night she thought I was oblivious, all the time she thought she had fooled me, were now a part of her undoing. The love she had discarded, the trust she had broken, the promises she had lied about, All were now revealed in their full, devastating truth. And as the tears fell, mingled with sobs, she understood something she would never forget. The one she had underestimated, the one she had rejected, had orchestrated the final act, and she had no way to escape the consequences. I walked away long before she had fully processed it, blending into the world beyond her shattered apartment. My chest was heavy, yes, but my steps were calm. The storm I had unleashed would leave her haunted, trembling, broken, and alone. By the time she collected herself, there would be nothing to repair, nothing to apologize for, nothing to reclaim. My silence had been my strength, my patience my weapon, and the truth I left behind, was my final victory. She had screamed, she had thrown, she had rejected, but in the end, she was the one destroyed, and I was finally free. And as the city woke around me, oblivious to the wreckage inside that apartment, I felt the quiet satisfaction that only comes when justice is delivered without words, without confrontation, without revenge born of anger. She had faced her own truth, and it had shattered her. She would never be the same again, never trust, never charm, never smile without shadows lurking in her eyes. My silence had spoken louder than any scream, my patience had cut deeper than any blade, and the dawn had brought her the one thing she never anticipated, the unbearable weight of her own mistakes.